Hello everybody, and welcome back to Tales of Eternia. We are here with Race for a very limited time only. Race is a pretty cool character, has some classic moves from classic Tales games. You might notice the artwork Race there. He looks a lot like, I guess, Johnny from Tales of Destiny. It looks kind of similar, and that's because it's the same artist, Inamoto-san, who did all the artwork for this game, as well as the artwork for Tales of Destiny. Want to welcome everybody back. Hope you're all having a splendid day. And we have an action-packed episode today. We are headed to our next major dungeon to get our next summon spirit. Spirit summon. Summon spirit. And with Keel doing some research, we have Race to replace him for the moment. So here we go into the wind caves. I will cut out most of the fights, but we'll just show some of the enemies here. And once again, the gorgeous backgrounds. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, as always, each dungeon in this game is really unique, has a really unique, look to it, and special mechanics that make it really nice and fun. So the guards won't let us guide, but Race is gonna have a little talk with them, and then it's apparently okay for us to pass. Which is kind of suspicious. Not sure what Race actually said to them there. Of course, Rid is a little suspect. He, kind of passes himself off as a merchant, but there's more to Race than what he seems, of course. Storm Shield. So they give you all this wind-based stuff in the wind dungeon, and then of course it's useless against the actual boss because the boss is a wind enemy. So it's like, haha, fooled you. You thought you were equipping all this powerful stuff, and it does actually 0 damage. So you gotta be careful what you equip in some of these dungeons. And the wind blows you away. Ugh, face plant. So if you ever get caught in that wind, it sends you back to the beginning. Fortunately, we have Race with us to show us how it's done. So by interacting with this stalagmite here, he sets up a rope with his Indiana Jones style skills. And we can use that to safely cross. These holes are kind of annoying. Like, you gotta wait for just the right time when the wind blows up through the hole, and if you miss it, it'll give you that message. And it's a pretty short window in order to hit the wind so that it launches you up. Yeah, it'd be awesome to have Race in the fights all the time as like a regular character. But it's kind of part of the story. So we'll only have Race for a short time. You can actually use Race too as the playable character if you like, which I highly recommend for a little bit of fun. You can switch to Race during this short time that he's with us. And he's asking what's the thing that Race has around his neck there, and calls it a compass key. It's the key to something. Rid, of course, is always being suspicious, asking, why is he helping us and what's in it for him? And he's like, money, of course. He's a merchant, apparently, or so he says. But not sure why he wants to meet the spirit summon wind Sylph. Rid doesn't want Melody to spill too much of what they're up to, because he still doesn't trust Race. Now, the reason I leave these scenes in, just so people can see some of the acting, the great Japanese voice acting, and how the game kind of feels differently in Japanese than it does with an English translation or an English dub. So Farah has kind of an interesting conversation here with Race. I think he's wondering why they're going on this expedition, and she's, you know, oh, to help everybody, save the world, blah blah blah. But Farah's not quite sure why she's doing that. She just wants to make others happy. And she feels good about just saving people. There'll be a lot more to Farah's personality later. Race is saying maybe she's running away from something. She said she was running away from the dead body of a slug when she was a kid. But I think Race had a little bit deeper meaning there in his question about why she was truly on this quest. Yeah, I won't have all of the scenes in this playthrough because I know they take a lot of extra time, but you know, Race is a limited time character, so I do kind of like to show some of these rare scenes and just give everybody a chance to hear the Japanese voice cast. I'm using holy bottles to speed things up a bit. Helps when you're trying to explore. Okay, so that's back at the beginning. Definitely don't want to go any closer there, or else you just get blown back to the very start. Usually it's better not to use holy bottles, you know, in most of the Tales games, and just fight the enemies so that you can level up appropriately, but in the interest of, you know, exploring the dungeon faster, especially the dead ends, because I always end up in the dead ends and it takes forever to get back to the correct path. So if you see a little bit of a blip or kind of a bit of a glitch blip, you know, in the video, it was just me having a fight and then editing it out. I remember this spot. There's that tricky looking bridge. It looks like you can walk over it, but really it's a trap. I have the chest there, but I will fall on purpose here to get this other chest. Yeah, it's like tricking you into, it's like, oh look, there's a chest, and you run right for it, and guess what? You fall down a pit. So here we are, all the way back up. With the magic of editing, you don't have to watch me walk all the way back. Although I do need to use some orange gumi. I use Rid's skills quite a bit because you want to get the skill count really high. At least 250 uses for every skill, just to be safe, so that you can unlock all of his other skills. Some of them take less, you know, uses, but it's just if you do them all for 250, then you're pretty much set. So that's usually what I do. Yeah, once again, you know, simple design, but, you know, the dungeons are always unique and interesting in this game. They each have a unique mechanic. Guess I'll go this way first. Come on. Come on. It's like you gotta hit this at just the right moment. I ran out of holy bottles, so more fights. But we're near the end here. Oh, there it is. Our epic battle begins in a moment. Alrighty. So this fight is probably easier than Windine, since she's kind of the first, major boss in the game, and by this point, characters should be a little stronger. I don't think Sylph is quite as difficult. Windine is just hard because it's, early in the game, and so your characters are fairly weak. So let's see what Sylph has to offer. Yo! This stupid looking kid is the great summon spirit Sylph. So Melody's like, I want you to get in this primal cage. I know what you want. Windine also joined us. What shall I do? Of course. First he's gonna test our power. Here we go. Gotta make sure to take care of these two big guys that are with him first. Especially since there's one on the back and it messes up Melody's summoning or spell casting. So once those two are gone, Sylph is not too difficult. Wow, humans do have quite a bit of power. So will you get in the primal cage? Doshiyokana, what shall I do? It's like, dude, we defeated you. But he's like, I never said I'd go in there. So Race is gonna butter him up by bowing and, oh great Sylph-sama. It's like, we need your help to save the world. Rib. He's like, shoganai na. Well, it can't be helped. I guess I'll go with you to save the world. Oh, hey, and by the way, he mentions where the fire spirit is. So that's going to be our next stop, is going to get Ifrito, the fire summon. So we've got Windine and Sylph now. And according to Melody, one more, because there are 3 here in Infidia that she came looking for. Restore health. Now that we have 2, the Cramal Cage becomes a little more interesting. You can put one in Melody's side and then one on the other side, in Keel's side, even though Keel's not with us. And you can do a fringe, is what it's called. And when you fringe them together, you get combinations of spells. So now Melody's got heal, finally. And you know, depending on which elemental is on one side and which is on the other side, you get different spell combinations. So as we get more of these, the spell combinations become much more interesting. I'm going to keep them both on Melody's side for now, since we don't have Keel in the party. But the red one belongs to Keel, and the green one belongs to Melody there. But I know this video was kind of short, but this is a good place to stop and take a break. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and hope you'll join me in the next episode as we take on the Fire Elemental and get the Fire Summit. We'll see you on the next one. Ja minasan, mata ne.